All right, JHK here for Sportskeeda, and right now I'm joined by UFC lightweight Christos Giagos. What's going on, man? Where are you?
I was out, I guess it must have mine. Usually, I'm around my house walking my dogs. My fiance's right ahead of me, but I got a little time to chat it up. Sorry, my head just spaced out, and I guess I missed the call. But yeah, I'm just out here walking my dog, enjoying the day before I go get some more training tonight.
Definitely. Well, you got to enjoy the day as much as you can. Now,
For a nice sunny day right now, it feels good.
yeah. You mentioned your fiance, man. Congratulations on
I'm
tying
sorry,
the knot.
sorry, married my wife.
Okay.
I gotta get used to saying that, you know. My wife, yes, we just tied the knot 2 weeks ago, so
And how has the newlywed life been treating you so far?
it's good. It's good. It's the same thing, but it does feel like I got like a big weight lifted off my chest. Like it's finally done. So we still got a big wedding to do in October because we just got eloped because we wanted to keep our date. So we're still gonna do a big wedding with all our family and friends in October.
That's good. That's good to hear, man. Get this fight out the way and do that for yourself and the fam. Now, let's go back to April 2020. You were lined up to face Alan Patrick, but you had surgery on your neck. Take me back to that period and how you handled recovery during the lockdown.
Well, in a way, everybody was on lockdown with me, you know. I had to stay home and recover, and so did everybody else. But no, it was good. It kind of worked out. I think that card got canceled anyway, so I feel like either way I was gonna be out of the fight. But it was definitely a little obstacle. I didn't know how I was gonna recover, how it was gonna be. So it was a little bit of a journey, but the recovery went nice. I made sure I was on top of everything, and thankfully the UFC was able to help pretty much pay for the surgery, so that's good. And yeah, I was looking to fight later that year, September. Sorry about that. Sorry, but later in September, and I couldn't get nothing booked. So I kept fighting. I kept training, looking for a fight, and it's December, and I thought I was never gonna fight again. And I wasn't gonna fight this year. 2020. But thankfully, a last-minute opportunity came up. So, and here I am now after a quick little win.
Yeah, definitely, man. Let's go back to that fight because there were some wild circumstances surrounding it. And not just because you took it on such short notice, because you were out for so long too at the same time, and some people, they'll look at that and say, oh, does he have ring rust? But it worked into your favor. You went in there, you shook it off fast and got the unanimous decision, man. That whole ordeal, man, what did you learn about yourself?
I learned that you don't need a full camp to get through a fight, for sure. I was definitely training. I was doing my long runs. I definitely had a good cardio base. I just didn't get any good sparring or any grappling to striking cardio in, when your hands feel heavy. So it was a little bit, it messed with you mentally a little bit, but I didn't want to pass up on an opportunity because I thought it was a great matchup for me with my style versus his style. And I just had to make sure when I was getting into some positions to not squeeze a submission I wasn't sure I had, because I don't want to blow my arms out. So that's why I played a little bit more safe to make sure I can get through the fight. But yeah, just you learn a lot about yourself, and I learned that you can get through 3 rounds as long as you're in good shape. You can get through 3 rounds as long as you're smart.
Yeah, and also you were coming off a loss, so it was a great way to shake off those cobwebs too, right?
For sure. I was coming off a loss, even though I don't know, it was a close fight. Could have gone either way, I feel like, but it is what it is. And but hopefully I can see him later down the road. I know he's going to be probably breaking the top 15 at some point, and that's my goal too. So, yeah.
Of course, man. And that fight was a few days before Christmas, if I remember correctly, man. It must have been a great Christmas for you, right?
Oh, a great Christmas and a good New Year.
Yeah.
It was a good way to end the 2020. It was such a crappy year for a lot of people, and I had surgery. It was a very good way to kind of end the year, for sure.
Definitely. So heading into 2021, did you, after enjoying the holidays, did you jump right back into training, telling your agent, hey, I got to get a fight ASAP?
Yeah. I told him in January, if we can do March or April. and it got close to March, and I told him like I'll be able to have a full camp this time, right? And he was like, yeah, of course. So it was getting close to March, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fight March or April, or March, maybe April. And I asked him about April, and nothing came up. And then the end of March was coming. I mean, I'm sorry, it was like mid-March when I found out I got this fight. He said, yeah, you get a full camp. And he texted me this name, and it's like May 15th. I was like, oh shoot, I got a lot of time. I had like 10 weeks. So thankfully, I was able to get a full camp. I think this is my longest camp I ever got in the UFC. Usually it's like 4 to 6 weeks tops. So I'm excited that I got to kind of break down a whole camp, and I feel great, and I'm looking forward to this fight because I feel like you're going to see the best Christos you guys ever got to see.
10 weeks, man. That's a long time. Where have you been splitting your time in this camp? Like who have you been working with?
I'm working with Jiva Santana with some of my jiu-jitsu on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then I joined CMMA. It's a gym in Gardena. I'm good friends with the owner, Chad George, and they got Josh Barnett's down there a bunch of times, and Victor Henry. So I got a lot of good guys giving good, advice. So, and I feel like I'm a part of a team again, because I was struggling finding a team for a while. I was at Black House before, and nothing against them, but I just didn't really feel like a part of a team. It's kind of everybody. There's like little cliques everywhere. So I started with the team, kind of broke off in the beginning of my career, and then it finally feels like I got a team behind me again, which is a good feeling. So I'm just over there at CMMA, and then I'm going down to work with Jiva as well.
Yeah, so some stability in your career.
Yes, for sure. And it definitely makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, May 15th, you go back to Vegas. Yoel.
No, Texas.
Oh, Texas, that's right. I blanked on that. Yeah, Texas.
It was Vegas, and they switched it to Houston.
Yeah. We're so used to Vegas now that, it's like we think it's Vegas every week. So, yeah, Yoel Alvarez, this guy, he's 3-1 in the UFC, man. What do you think about the matchup? I think it's an exciting clash right here.
I think it's a great matchup. I'm 3-1 in my last 4 fights. He's 3-1 in his last 4 fights, all in the UFC. So I feel like it's a good matchup for sure. I think he definitely has some skills, but to be honest, I feel like I fought way tougher competition, and I know that I'm gonna be his toughest competition for sure. So it's gonna be a war. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah,
I'm expecting a war.
Yeah, I believe that's the glaring difference between you two, is that level of competition, man. How important is that? And also cage time too.
Yeah. I think it's very important. Just the confidence alone. Like I shared the ring with Josh M. I shared the ring with Charles Oliver. I shared the ring with Gilbert Burns, and it wasn't so bad. You know what I mean? I had great performances with 2 of those guys. Me and Josh M. We got fight of the year at some other location. So it was a crazy war. So knowing that I can keep up with these guys is good, because I think I deserve to be in the top 15, and this guy's just in my way.
For sure. Like you said, full training camp, Has the COVID protocol hindered you any in your camp?
No, not
nothing.
At all.
All right.
No.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good to hear, because some fighters, man, they're in some weird settings. You know what I mean? Like some things that are out of their control. But like you said, there's nothing hindering you. So what is your expectations in this fight? How do you see yourself ending this?
I feel like I'm gonna, fill him out the first round. Try to land some shots, kind of see where he wants to kind of take the fight, and then I definitely not gonna be afraid to take him down. Everyone thinks he has like all this good jiu-jitsu, but I'm not really impressed too much. I feel like a lot of his competition was in Spain, which I don't think jiu-jitsu is that big out there. So I mean, he probably has decent jiu-jitsu and got a couple submission wins in the UFC, but I've definitely been training for it, and I think I match up well, and I think that I can finish him on the feet.
For sure. Now, fans will be in attendance, which is always great. Your last fight, there was nobody. It was silent. A mouse could fart and you could hear it. Now, are you missing that roar of the crowd?
Oh, yeah. It's been 2 years since I got even a camp, to be honest. 2.5 years, shoot. So it's been some time, and I'm excited to feel that energy. So I'm ready to get in there and show everybody what I'm about.
All right, one last thing. In the headliner of that card, you know, is Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. You faced Oliveira in 2018. How do you see this class playing out, man? I think it's an incredible matchup. It's gonna be fun. What do you think?
I just think Charles is just an evolving fighter, and I feel like his confidence is so high right now. I don't see anybody stopping him. So I think Charles gets this one.
Do you think he's gonna get the submission like he always does?
Yeah, I think so. His jiu-jitsu is just on another level.
Definitely. Well, May 15th, man, you're back in the cage, back in the octagon, UFC 262. Like you said, Houston, Texas. Always appreciate the time, man. Have a good
No worries.
good fight.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure you tune in.